see. Fire, ice. 2 ice, 1 fire, 2 wind. Probably not the best team. Hello, good morning, High Performance Networking. Those are the exact same teams. You get replaced with March then. Fire can be... So, fire, ice, and... Ooh. Who can we get as support? Okay. Maybe we'll change... Oh. I didn't need to exit to change up the team lineup. I just needed to do this. Nope, still wrong. Okay. Fire girl. Healer. Wilt. Ice girl. Now the support. Yeah, that makes significantly more sense. Spilling. Terrible at it.
The sword is like water. It cannot remain still.
Why not? He does hit pretty hard.
I'm on guard. Time for sword play. Blade and flight. Strike with heart.
I didn't do much.
I'm fine.
How many can you block? Blade and flight.
Nice.
Nap time. Lance at the ready. Time for sword play.
Hmm. His auto attack worked just fine.
Naughty child. That's better.
Timely treat.
I suppose I was a little too worried about that. You're targeted anyway, so have a shield.
Stand down.
That'll take.
It seemed to do just as much damage as the skill. Weird.
How many can you block? Time for a nap time.
I'm
Time for
fine.
sword play. Strike with heart.
That's the first one he didn't manage to kill straight up with his skill.
Blade and flight.
Stand down.
Just a one-off anomaly.
Can you block?
As many as I want.
Practice is over. Swords descend. Strike with heart. That'll take nap time. I'm on guard.
Just farming materials for my little Clara.
Leave it to me.
Naughty child.
And then I will do side quests.
How many can you block? Blade and flight.
Let's be.
It didn't finish it off again.
Time for a shot.
You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time. Lance at the ready.
But I finished the main quest line yesterday, so now all I have to do is
Strike with heart.
finish up the set quests.
Leave it to me.
And of course farm materials for my characters.
How many can you block?
Ah,
Blade and flight.
Let's begin.
Naughty child. Not a scratch. Time for swordplay. Strike with heart.
Leave it to stand down.
Time for a shot. Nap time. Blade and flight.
he crits pretty often. I like that.
Let's begin. Stand down.
That'll take nap time.
Keep going.
Ow!
Leave it to me.
It's always tempting to just do the auto battle. Oh, and I didn't notice Natasha was so low on hit points. Sorry, Natasha.
Stand down.
Naughty child.
You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
That'll take more than medicine. That's better. Practice is over. Swords descend.
I wonder if his character dialogue will change
Let's
when his teacher comes.
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Strike with heart.
leave it to me. Huh?
That'll take more than medicine.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Stand down.
Nap time.
Lance at the ready. Ha!
Time for swordplay. Ha!
I'm on guard.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Guess they don't need to be so stingy on using their skills.
Blade and flight.
Huh?
Time for nap time.
Just a little paranoid about it.
Strike with heart. Naughty child.
I'm fine.
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight.
I'm fine.
Ow. That's a lot of damage.
Time
Lance at the ready.
Strike with heart.
Let's begin.
What's that?
Naughty child. Nap time.
I don't know where that extra damage came from. Let's see. What can Clara upgrade now? Ooh. Physical damage, attack, hit points. Okay, I should probably go do the Echo of War for her. I should probably go heal before I do the Echo of War. Here we go. And then check what the daily quests are. Synthesize. Attain victory. Go on assignment. Close. I'm always afraid for some reason that this will reset and start doing the 4-hour one instead of the 20-hour one. No logic to it whatsoever. I'll check which of these has the most. 300. 130. 12. Okay. How many do you have? 252. No. It's a clockwork. You'll have plenty of those materials, people said. They were wrong. And take a photo. Alright, that's pretty quick. Nothing says we gotta keep the picture. So we can work on pretty pictures later. And one of the most valuable things to give, lost gold fragments. Level up those relics. Oh yeah, if I want to do simulated universe level 3, I should save some astral energy for that. But I can do that after Clara gets her materials. Just one more this week. Do I want to try the higher version? Does it give anything? It might potentially give 2. I'll stick with level 1. Recommended fire, lightning. Lightning. Look. Clara still isn't hit it out well enough yet.
Changes everything. Here to crash the party?
Turn it up.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Time for mischief.
Yep.
You wanna win?
I'm on guard.
You fools! You will not take away our hope.
Keep up.
You did that all by yourself, Cocolia.
You can fight it or rock with it. Nap time. I'm okay. Here I come.
Lance at the ready. Ha!
No.
Turn it up.
Okay, go ahead and use that at this phase.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork. I'm on guard.
Okay, I'll save her for the next round. Since it enhances her basic attack. Or her skill. Both?
Changes everything.
Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up.
The only redemption.
Follow hook if you want to win. Nap time. For mischief. Here I come.
Yeah, enhances the skill.
Power translates into hope.
Not a scratch.
Naughty child.
Ready to jam. Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up.
Wow, she recovered from that break way faster than I expected.
Fight it or rock with it.
Oh well. Nice chunk of damage there.
That's better.
Nice teamwork.
They deceived me.
Well, I didn't expect the crit to take her down. Attack, defense, crit, and hit effect. Ooh. Hit point, defense. Not as good. Defense, crit damage, break effect. Now I'll let the cleric gets to have a bonus ability. It takes 6 of those gears, though. Damn. Ain't got that many. Would you, baby? You hit them all anyway. All the traces. And I think her talent's the most important thing. Could be wrong. Can I synthesize more, please? I wonder if they start gonna give characters that. Wow, I'm really low on those. Okay, but I can fight automatons for them. Alt, or the basic or the skill. Ultimate, I guess. Inside questing. Which quest are we doing today? The Dawn After Dark, you already know me. Okay. Back to the Astral Express for questing. Himiko, we have questions. Recount the situation in the group chat to Himiko.
Difficult for Asta. Being the lead researcher isn't easy. As soon as the Legion exits stage right, in comes the gossip. How does that saying go again? Greet enemies outside with a smile, greet enemies inside with a sword.
I have never heard that phrase before.
Such is the Herda company culture.
You seem pretty cheerful about it.
What do you mean? This is such an inconvenient situation.
She was gonna say interesting, wasn't she? Himiko.
Are you thinking of getting involved?
really want to help Asta.
While these rumors have nothing to do with us, they do concern the reputation of young Asta. And turning a blind eye is not the way of the nameless. Solving a matter like this won't be difficult. Predictably, the crowd cares more about the drama than the facts. Stopping the rumors from brewing is more important right now than laying out the truth. And it's better to unearth the source of the rumors directly than to painstakingly try to refute them one by one.
As always, your guidance is wise. So we get rid of the troublemaker, right?
No, that's not what I meant.
Are you sure, though?
I have a friend. They say there isn't a single piece of station gossip she doesn't know about.
And realize you like gossip too.
First of all, it's not me. Secondly, I don't make friends just for the sake of gossip.
I didn't say you made friends just for the sake of gossip.
It's just that my friend is pretty amazing, and I think you might be able to extract some information from her. Let's see. Right now, she's probably slacking off somewhere outside the department. I don't know her real name, but she calls herself Gossip Monger.
Alright, off to find the gossip monger. Yeah, like about equal distance.
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. We'll be safe here.
Oh,
I can't
Laura,
find anyone's
you're so
active
sweet.
life. Maybe Gossip Monger isn't around.
Madam Herder's Herder Club. Just came back from a nap. What's with the 99 plus new messages? And here I thought there was another incident in the space station. This is how much freedom this group chat room has. This is how free and unoccupied those group chatters are. Differences in research capacities are no obstacle to communication. Everyone can express their childlike curiosity in any way they desire. This is a new form of collision of ideas, brave exploration of one's own work and life. You mean gossiping, don't you? The story about lead researcher Asta has begun to circulate. There's a mole in this group chat. Which group chat doesn't have a mole? Come on, does anyone in this group chat actually need to do any work? Are we even working for the same space station? Who said we're not working? It's none of your business if you just want to chat a little. What I choose to say in this group is also none of your business. Fine, you do you. You're the one with work ethics. I'm leaving.
The rumors are already circulating. Let's gather some intel first.
As the unassuming little child, so no one knows to listen.
Anything from Gossip Monger? Is the lead researcher really that corrupt? Who exactly is this whistleblower?
Hey, aren't you off work today?
I couldn't not come in after checking my phone. Days off aren't as juicy as gossip.
Ah, well, too bad. I haven't seen Gossip Monger this morning. You should rest up and wait for more news.
Oh, you're right.
Gossip Monger only concerns herself with gossip, not the secrets within. There aren't many members in the Herder group, but news is still traveling so fast. This must be the work of something bigger. Given the number of people in the group and its content, could this all stem from a few alt accounts? But why kick up a storm like this?
Yes, why does information spread when you're talking to yourself in a public venue? Well, sort of public. Where all of your coworkers can just walk by and hear.
Why are you still here? Didn't your department call you to prepare for the emergency operation?
No. I just sneaked out for a little while. What are the odds?
I got a group message 2 minutes ago saying that something's happened in the special purpose lab. Somebody's trapped. The security department's blocked off the area around the entrance.
The special purpose lab? then wouldn't Pamela, I mean, Gossip Monger, be...
Most likely. No wonder she's not here right now.
Okay. Does this mean we're off to rescue the Gossip Monger?
The walkways around the Special Purpose Lab have been temporarily closed off. Please keep your distance.
You let me through just this once.
This is a live situation. It's too dangerous. Wait. Brother Arlen told me. If you insist on going, then I wish you the best of luck.
He was very, Arlen was very insistent that calling them Brother Arlen was just a joke. But he's not there and they do it anyway. Physical, lightning, fire, and ice. Well, I've got the physical and the lightning down. Should I run her double shields or run Hook? Run Serval. Yeah, give it a try. The worst that happens, and we just have to redo it. Look around carefully.
You're Brother Arlen's friend.
What happened?
The security department received information about sightings of Legion remnants in the vicinity. However, we just confirmed that there are monsters here that have never been seen before. The security department sectioned off the area immediately, but we lost contact with some people. Did Arlen ask you to investigate? Great. I've made some new discoveries.
Immediate trust. Thank you.
Look, it seems like the rumors about the station are true. There are Stellaron traces here.
Good luck figuring that out. All I know is that monsters have destroyed the power supply installations here. The elevator is out of commission, so the people stuck on the floor below can't make it up.
Why can't you go down?
It happened so suddenly. The support from the security department is still on the way. We're low on staff right now. All we can do is make sure the monsters don't make it up here.
There are plenty of backup power sources in the storage zone. Right opposite, if I remember right.
As soon as we can restart the power supply, we can get this elevator working and rescue everyone.
Okay, leave it to me. New. Let's see. I like the way Mr. Svarg just appears like that.
Here! I need to be brave. Look out!
This song's for you.
Turn it up!
Naughty child. That's better.
Thanks a lot.
Target threat eliminating threat.
Pretty good crap.
Let's rock. I hope I helped.
Oh.
This song's for you.
I'm just continually surprised by how
Keep up.
Time for a shot.
kind and
Nap time.
Tough luck running into me.
Clara is.
Phew!
Stay back, Clara.
Try that again.
No, that's not the character I wanted to do that on.
Turn it up.
Target threat index lowered. Hide. Stay back, Clara.
You can't run. Nap time. My turn.
Bet I could run. And we'll just rely on food for a bit. Got plenty of it, so might as well. Eek. Okay. Backup batteries. I wasn't entirely convinced there wouldn't be a little monster hiding in the corner. Backup batteries too.
Freeze.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up!
Tough luck running into me.
Target threat index lowered.
Lowered.
Annihilate. Stay back, Clara.
Turn it up. Nap time. My turn. Here.
Eliminating threat.
Adorable.
All right. Stay back, Clara.
I haven't actually read any of Clara's storylines. Ah! See, that's what I was expecting out of that other room.
Keep up. That'll take more than medicine.
Vent.
Stay back, Clara.
I can't run. Look out.
This song's for you.
Naughty child.
Yep, heal the baby.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Oh,
That's it.
I don't think I've healed it before.
Eliminating threat.
It's adorable.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Okay, and that's all the batteries? Nothing else back here for me to take? Not even a little pamphlet. And go heal Savral. Again. Just in case. Let's see. Banner. 10 hours. Okay. So we can do that tomorrow. Hello, maintenance staff.
Did you find the backup power source?
Yep, yep.
Thank goodness you're here. Give me a moment. I'll give the elevator a little shake up. All right, you can use it now. Be safe.
How are you shaking up an elevator? Sounds dangerous.
Help! Somebody help! Wait, the elevator is here.
Yep.
We lost sight of Pamela. There's a terrifying monster over there. We didn't dare to go over on our own.
It's okay.
We'll take the elevator up.
Please!
Yes, yes. You go ahead. Let's see, I saw more than that. Just that one, didn't I? Or was it really just that one?
Freeze.
Maybe should have swapped team comp.
Pretty good crowd today. Ready to lose yourself?
But that's alright.
You can fight it or rock with it. Keep up.
Nap time. Here.
Oh.
Hide. Are you all right? Stay
I expected that fight to be harder. Maybe there's gonna be another fight?
Oh, holy mackerel, you scared the stars out of me. You took your time.
Scared the stars out of me. I like that.
That's right. I'm the one you're looking for. Of course. Not only did I know you were coming, but I also know why. You want to know who Richard Know-It-All from the Heritor Group is, don't you?
How did you know?
I didn't even know that. Could I really call myself gossip monger? I'm a businesswoman, and we play by our own rules. If you want the scoop, you have to pay the price.
I mean, I did just save your life.
Certainly not. I have a very clear notion of how much different favors cost.
So saving you is not worth the information. Damn, you don't value yourself very highly, do you?
I don't have any particular hobbies. I do indulge in a little tittle-tattling here and there, not to mention admiring of a certain scientist. And now here you are, vanquishing monsters left, right, and center. I heard you're with the Astral Express.
Yep.
How fortunate. As it happens, I'm a huge fan of Himiko. An amalgamation of beauty and brains. The epitome of a graceful and gentle scientist.
Pamela reminds me of that one assistant that Ningwon has.
Can you help me take a high-def portrait photo of Himiko smiling? Please? Make sure you capture her electrifying smile. The one that stuns people into a trance. That million-volt smile.
Alright, that'll probably be my funeral.
I appreciate young, brave, talented people like yourself. A superbly beautiful, dazzling, electrifying portrait shot of Himiko in exchange for the secret behind Richard Know-It-All. Send the picture over when you have it. I'm always fair when it comes to haggling.
Challenge completed. Line artifact? Not one I currently need. New message. Something's up, guys. What? The security department locked down the area around the special purpose lab. I heard they were remnants of the Legion. Not just that, the Fragmentum too. Fragmentum? As the space station? Are you sure? I'm looking through the security tapes. It looks like the Fragmentum is a minor one, but there seems to be monsters there that only come from the Fragmentum. My goodness, I've only seen samples before, but never a real-life Fragmentum. I'll go take a peek then. See you guys later. Curiosity kills the cat. Someone like you wouldn't stay alive for more than 15 minutes in a movie. None of your dang business. Blocked. Blocked. Why don't you two just get married already? Okay, back to... What? She's on the space station? Himiko, what are you doing down here? Oh, food? No food? Okay.
Did you find Gossip Monger? What did she say? I knew she was weird.
You said you were friends.
There are many types of friend. She's the type you can only stay friends with if you never meet her. It's okay. It's just a picture. I don't mind. Go ahead.
Himiko, you're supposed to smile. By the way, I like the crossed arms pose.
Let me see. Hey, you're pretty good.
Huh? What are you taking pictures of?
Of Himiko, obviously.
Why do you sound so nervous all of a sudden? Suspicious.
I didn't expect to see you here. Didn't you say you were really busy?
I am. The Legion has only just retreated. The station is in absolute shambles. Now, any progress in rebuilding things has been ruined by the reappearance of the Fragmentum.
Yeah?
Oh, an active Stellaron is rarely a cause for celebration. What did Herta say about the Fragmentum's appearance?
She's probably excited about it.
You know what she's like. It's like nothing's happened. She's just sitting back and giving orders. If there's time later, I want to talk to you both in more detail about this. You're the Fragmentum experts, after all.
I mean, Himiko's an expert. I'm still just a clueless newbie.
Go. Someone's taken my family encryption key. You know, the one I used to withdraw my allowance? I need to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, so someone's stealing her family money. Guess that's where all the extra packages come from.
That might be the whistleblower's so-called evidence. Looks like you don't have much time to lose.
Remember to send me the pictures. Image sent. Oh my, Himiko really is beautiful. Ooh, I'm going to print this out as a wallpaper and hang it in my room so I can look at it all day. Alright, I said I was going to give you Richard Know-it-all's identity, didn't I? He's Richard from the Department of Galactic Geopolitics. This information is guarded, guaranteed to be authentic. He's a business rival after all. So his real name is actually Richard? Yes, he's that tall, thin man with black-rimmed glasses and a slanted fringe. This guy had just been chased out by his own department, so he's always hanging around the reception hall. That inside scoop that he has, I know all about it too. You want to hear it about it? The same terms of our dear deal still apply, Himiko. Wow. She's definitely a very big fangirl. Let's see.
When I was young.
That's kind of a weird French. Don't laugh at me, but I've been determined to become a scientist since I was a kid. I even used to brag in my homework about joining the Genius Society. What's so funny about that? I wanted to be a celebrity when I was younger. It's still a little bit shameful to think about, especially when you consider how I never amounted to much. Hey, you're on the heart of space station. That's basically realizing your childhood dream. It's far from the magnificent aspirations in my homework.
Welcome to the station.
How about you? If I take the treasure, he'll just disappear. Nope, out of the area. Click the function. Really?
Doesn't fit Gossip Monger's descriptions. She said, a young man with black-rimmed glasses and a slanted fringe.
Well, he's got glasses. Maybe you? Just barely in range.
And you are? And you are? Oh, well done. You found me. So, you're here about the lead researcher's corruption. Anything for a good story, huh? I don't get it. You people live your lives for gossip.
Dude, you were the one spreading it.
Wouldn't it be better to apply that drive to your research? Madame Herta would be delighted to see everyone working so hard.
Hand over Asta's encryption key.
Have you been reading too many novels? You think there's some hidden heir on this space station with keys to the family coffers? Less fantasizing, more researching. Got it? You want the scoop? Fine. I've backed it all up anyway. Here, take it. And let it be known that I, Richard Know-it-all, Do not spread rumors.
You were in a gossip channel, dude. I don't believe you.
This is the receipt. See the title on this purchase order? That's what I call substantive evidence. Yeah, of course it is. If I had any doubt, I'd have kept it quiet. I picked it up a few days ago when I was collecting a package. I saw a few receipts requiring the lead researcher's signature.
And she's been buying a lot of defensive equipment for the station.
The security department's head honcho, Arlen, he left pretty quickly when he saw him. We all know he's on her side anyway. So I had a peek, and whoa, she's buying equipment for the space station under her own name. I've got her now.
That is... How is that evidence?
Jeez, do I really have to break it down for you? The space station has its own financial procedures. As long as the purchase is for the space station, no matter how big or small, it has to go through the organizational account using the station's allocated funds. The payer here is her private account. She's totally embezzling station funds for herself.
That makes no sense at all.
I'm so disappointed, so hurt. She looks like a sweet enough girl, but not only did she fail to repay Madame Herta for promoting her, she even stooped to this.
Your reasoning sounds completely backwards, dude.
I was shaking. I broke out in a cold sweat.
Have you considered maybe she paid for it herself?
Money? Herself? Who do you think she is? Fleming's daughter? Anyway, now you know everything, so leave me alone. I still need to write a report about this for Madame Herta.
Seems like it's all just a scare. But it's
Report
easy
to
to hear
Asta.
rumors and hard to dispel them. I better let Asta know.
Asta, someone show your key.
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. We'll be safe.
Some young brat just came up to me. Yo, Rich. Rich, what about your scoop? Everyone wants to know when you're gonna reveal it. Soon, remember the youngster I just mentioned? That brat came up to ask about it. Once I showed my irrefutable evidence, even they had to just shut up. The one that came to find you was the person who fought off the Legion's Doomsday beast. You don't say. Oh? I saw it on the monitors. This person also defeated the fragmented monsters back at the Special Purpose Lab. Oh dear, looks like you've run into a big shot, Rich. Richard Know-It-All left the group chat. Rich? Rich, are you there? Licenseless space driving. Ooh.
You can't waste money like this. This isn't wasting money. The IPC's budget is so stringent and the process takes so long. By the time my application would have gone through, too much time would have been wasted. Do you know how much hardware was destroyed when the Legion attacked? And how many cables are currently out of order on the station? How is it my fault when I'm spending my own money to solve everyone else's problems? Give my encryption key back.
Arlen!
I won't. You. Who gave you the right to tell me what to do with my money? You did. Well, I might have done that, but this doesn't count as wasting money.
I love this.
Wasting money. We lost that finding device you bought during the Legion's invasion. All you had to do was check the inventory, and we could have replaced it. Why did you make a new order? And that Starnaut fleet from the last time?
Starnaut?
I did make an order, but it didn't go through. I was just trying to improve security measures to make sure attacks like this don't happen again. If the money wasn't spent, then it doesn't count. Anyway, are you here for something?
If it wasn't spent, it doesn't count. Asta! Nothing as important as what you were just discussing.
Please, tell me why you're here.
Tell her about Richard.
So, you think Richard was the one who stole my encryption key. So, he was the one who started the rumors. Huh. That fits.
It feels like she's Not surprised.
I'll deal with that immediately. Please don't worry, Miss Asta.
Yeah, go. Wait. Leave the encryption key here.
That's a separate issue. We'll talk about the encryption key later.
How can you...
Visitor verification, Asta. I heard you were looking for me. I want you to investigate the source of the mimetic virus that infected the crack-up conch. It's one of our curios. It looks like an ordinary conch, but when you get close, you hear dirty jokes coming from the inside. As long as you hold your laughter, you can slowly obtain the secret power it contains. Of course, no one has succeeded so far, so we only use it on people in interrogations. Mimetic virus? Kind of information particle that spreads around exponentially like a virus, which will bring changes and contaminations to the host's natures of thinking. Unfortunately, it can affect inanimate objects, thus it changed the crack-up conch's external expression. It no longer tells jokes, but instead it keeps talking weird nonsense. Like, get out of your comfort zone or you'll be wasted, or the pain you suffer will light up your way. Cliché quotes that just make people cringe. Thank you, I got the gist. I had someone examine it and found that it was caused by the mimetic virus, but the crack-up conch has been properly stored all this time, which means it's impossible for it to get infected on its own. The only possibility is that workers who were already infected passed on the virus when they came into contact with the item. After I looked into the list of people who had access, I identified 3 suspects. Well, I'm sure you already know what I'm about to say next. I want you to investigate these 3 suspects for me. Is the security department here just for show? Why me? With great power comes great responsibility. Besides, I'm not just trying to take advantage. I sent people from the security department earlier, but they all failed. I, therefore, could not get any useful investigation results. That's why I need to ask you for a favor. You don't know them very well. It may be easier for you to spot their flaws from a stranger's perspective. What if they find out? Don't worry, you're a hero that saves the space station. No one will suspect you. If you find anything weird, just write it down and report it to me. So what do you think? I can help, but are there any rewards? No problem, I'll take care of it. That's great. I'm so relieved that you're willing to help. I will reward you fairly. Let me think. Well, I don't know your taste. Why don't I pay for everything in your shopping cart out of my own pocket? You're free to choose whatever you like. Do I actually get to buy stuff, or are you just teasing? Well, let me tell you the 3 suspects. Mare from the Department of Insight, Chris from the Department of Galactic Geopolitics, and Joanne from the Medical Department. They usually stay in their own cabins. Given the station's current situation, I don't think they'll be anywhere else. So, please help me take care of this. Tracking. First one's in this room. Mare's right ahead. I better not alert her. I'll hide around here and listen to what she says. Am I doing this right? I feel like my pronunciation isn't very good. I better keep practicing. Fluffy hair and strong limbs, if only I could touch it. Bah, what kind of dirty idea is this? Ah, how nice would it be if I can be there? Hiss. I just need to keep practicing, and then one day I can. Mare, you look much better lately. So the thing I told you about, it actually worked? Well, no, that's not the case. Sorry, I did try to look up what you mentioned, but I might have gone off track halfway. But yes, it's quite useful. It's just that, well, is there anything else? Well, there is something I want to ask you about. So I've been researching how Aeons are depicted in the mythological tales from different planets. Why are they depicted so differently? Some even have this so-called Leviathan worship. Leviathans can be pets too. Well, pets, well, there is a research report that I haven't finished working on yet, so I'll get back to you later. Oh my. Sure. By the way, I haven't seen you around lately. Did you go to an exotic field trip? Did you discover anything new? Can you tell me anything? Well, let's talk about this later. Okay, I understand. You must be very busy since you just came back. Anyway, it's nice to see that you've recovered mentally. I'll leave you to it. There's something strange about Mare. At first she was imitating some strange sounds. Then when she talked about Leviathan worship, she looked very nervous. Hello, puppy. Play with Pippi. Pat Pippi's head. Pippi seems tired. And Chris. I think this is Chris. Let me observe the behavior. Hey, I'm talking to you too. What are you doing? Why are you staring at me like that? Stay away from me. I'm just passing by. I saw you peeping at me, I'm sure of it. Hold on. Why did you dye your hair like that? Did you do that to show off in front of me, trying to stand out from everyone else? And your clothes, why don't you wear the uniform? Are you trying to show off your luxurious tailor-made outfit? I did not dye my hair. No one else has hair like that. You think you're special, huh? You just want to show off. Such an attention seeker. Show off as much as you want. Don't try to act innocent. I know exactly what people like you think. You think you're better than us. It's not enough for you to show off in the virtual world. You have to track me down and show off in front of my face. Dude, who do you think we are? You think you're so rich you can own the universe. Wait a second. What's that look on your face? Is there something in your eyes? You have a corneal contact camera? Why are you taking videos? Is this live? Oh, I get it. You're one of those people who likes to live broadcast your bullying behavior. Now go away and leave me alone. Wow. He is very paranoid. Joanne, where are you? Base zone. That's the medical area, isn't it? I think. Did I get it wrong? Oh, did I talk to that plant the other day? Can you guess how many researchers passed me by yesterday after you left? Way too many to count. I got to hear tons of gossip. I'm an insider for everyone's secret conversations. Wow, now that's a blast. The space station doesn't seem to have many people aboard, but the human interactions are, well, ferociously intense. You're doing much better now, don't you think? With the cool drink, my skin is feeling wrinkle-free and my hair has already turned green again. Natural energy is the best. Anyway, thanks for your help yesterday. Well, here's what I promised. Go on, take it. Come back and check on me later, just in case the water goes out again. Praise of high morals. And an achievement. I still wonder what would have happened if I'd fed him coffee. Listen in on Joanne. Joanne is right in front of me. It looks like she's talking to someone. There's nowhere to hide. Hey, no, I'll just pretend I'm checking out the medical services. Hey, Joanne, so surprised to see you. You're still not sleeping today. How rare. Maybe the blue has also started to orbit around the space station. The test results are out. I've sent them to you through the terminal. You may start the review process. My goodness, Joanne's actually working. Am I dreaming? You're only noticing this now? She's been 3 hours early for work for the past 7 days. Looks like you haven't been paying attention. Review countdown begins. 30 minutes left. I only took a few days off and now our department has changed so much. I can't believe it. Who turned you into this, Joanne? What happened to you? My guess is that it has something to do with the department reform. The Interastral Peace Corporation has cut the medical research budget this quarter, and we're also impacted. I heard there would be a reform. It's not that unusual for people to try to get a high performance indicator during such turbulent times. You wouldn't want your research budget to be cut, would you? You're right, but I still need some time to digest all of this. It's really unbelievable. The sleeping beauty of our medical department finally stopped sleeping and began to act on her duty as a doctor. No one's going to believe this. 20 minutes left. I still need to see the result of the drug test in 20 minutes. Alright, I got it. I'll get on it. Although Joanne looks normal, the way she speaks is very strange. So everybody's strange. She's emotionless when she talks and her face looks stiff like a robot. Is there something wrong? And back to Asta.
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. We'll be safe here.
Hello, Asta. Everybody's weird. So all three of them sound unusual, but in theory, there should only be one person who's infected. The principle behind it is actually quite simple. The viral load of informational particles left behind by the mimetic virus in the crack-up conch is simply not high enough. The viral load detected barely reaches the amount that can be carried by an infected adult, so it's absolutely impossible for the crack-up conch to have contracted the virus from multiple individuals. So what next? I've got a backup plan. The mimetic virus is transmitted through virtual data, and all the virtual data in the space station leaves traces in the terminal. Since we couldn't get much from our previous investigation, let's check the browsing records of all three subjects. Then we should be able to identify the source of the infection. We've got an emergency plan for situations like this. Please visit the Data Exchange Center, where the terminal is located. I've never used a terminal. Don't worry, it's simple. Enter the terminal room, verify your identity, start your query. Simply put, anyone using Data Gadget, which basically includes everyone on the space station, would have their user behaviors recorded by the terminal. It is thus inappropriate for me or any other staff member to check such information. I don't get it. Don't worry, I'll explain it to you when I have time. Think about it, despite the different backgrounds and identities, people on the space station have received an agreement on personal privacy. The traces left from using virtual data can be found on the terminal. For example, from here, people can see all the unusual virtual platforms you visited during your working hours. Therefore, to respect everyone's privacy, no one, including myself and the other staff, should access the terminal. Think about it in their shoes. If you're space station staff, would you be happy with me going through your browsing records on the virtual network? No, I would not. Now you understand, right? That's why your special identity makes you the perfect candidate. Let's start. Okay. Not every outsider has a right to access data, but you're different. You are the hero who saves the space station. People trust your moral character. But of course, if you do decide to help, I hope you will keep everything you see strictly confidential. No problem. The engineer who would turn on the optical identity verification manually every day. Since the optical identity is refreshed dynamically after it turned on every day, you need to re-verify. For more details, please consult the engineer. Praise of high morals. Wait, why did I get the praise of high morals? I didn't do anything special.
Take caution.
Freeze!
No focus on you. Okay. Or not.
Target threat index lowered. Hide.
Turn it up! Time for a shot.
Ready to jam.
I'm not afraid of you.
Well, that was a lot of damage.
Song's for you.
Serval, what is your defense like? See, light cones next. don't have enough material to level your skills. Relics are... they're blue instead of purple, but they're leveled up a bit. Code error 505, service unavailable. Someone runs back into the room panting. Looks like he's the maintenance engineer Asta mentioned. The terminal doesn't respond. Let's ask. Sorry. I'm sorry. Asta already gave me the heads up. Terribly sorry, the computer system in the next room suddenly initiated an auto update. Terminal did not respond. I didn't connect the data to the terminal while I was away. Let me turn it on. It's all set now. Please verify your identity again, and the results will come up when you input your query. Oh, wait. What? Okay, but why? I was just in this room and this was fine. All right. Yeah. Pretty simple puzzle.
I deserve a nice pat on the back for that one.
Sure, March. Data record Mar. Internal data, strictly confidential, serial search number, question, access level, authorized by administrator. Data device number 4927, device owner Esther. Order space station, system time. Okay. Obtained camera, obtained album, visited web page, best photo editing software. Album. Meet your soulmate. Used software Twin Flames. Private dating community. Device owner Mara. Visited webpage Galactic Search. Sleep aid. Visited Video Pi, the freshest, fastest video service. More sleep aids. ASMR. A small orange cat offers you a wake-up service in a rainy season. Video Pi immersive cat sleep aid. Large black cat snoring like a thunderclap. Flip kitty invasion. More cats. History of witches and cats. Leap clip, most comprehensive pronunciation guide available on the internet. 10 different types of onomatopoeia for showing affection to cats. Little kitties meow. Meow meow compilation. Read space station system time. Obtained video download. Pi feline pet summoning. Epic onomatopoeia video. 100% effective. Cats are the highest beings in the universe. Device owner Asta. Visited Cosmo. Okay. Asta did a lot of shopping. Let me check other people's records. Insufficient power, try again later. Insufficient computer power, try again later. Oh, that's normal. The terminal isn't broken. It's nothing to worry about. Although it won't be operational until tomorrow. Because the station was invaded. Originally we had more than one terminal connecting units to a much larger scale. During that debacle, some units were damaged. The computing power of the terminal was thus greatly decreased. Not to mention it's only running on a single core processor right now. The lead researcher said she was going to purchase new equipment, but it hasn't arrived yet. Therefore, with the current computing power, you can only query once a day. Okay, so this is at least a 3-day quest. The current identity verification program has to be activated manually by me every day, so please come back tomorrow. Don't forget to ask me to turn it on. Alright, thank you for your assistance. Let's see. Simulated World 3, Dr. Dig. Oh, right, gladiator thing. Shattered shield. Materia. A cute profile pic. Although I don't know exactly when I got this quest.
Take caution.
Where exactly is Farg appearing from, though? It's magic. What? Okay, gotta go around. These photos made every staff member anxious. Arlon, what should we do? Well, what should we do? If it were up to me, we shouldn't do anything, since we're not even sure what's shown in those photos. Enough. It's not like this station has never encountered a strange phenomenon before. Go tell the rest. I'll lead this investigation myself. Why take on all this by yourself, Arlen, if anything happens like last time? What happened? Oh, it's you. We're discussing the recent photos of specters circulating around the space station. Looks like something weird got mixed into the batch. Oh, this is a simple oversight. Please just let this slide. Recently, the security department has received multiple sightings of this unidentified creature. It moves around stealthily like a ghost, and only a photograph can reveal its shape. It may have a connection to a certain curio. Too busy with the station's reconstruction, none of the research lab have more personnel to spare for this. They always claim they're busy all the time. All excuses. Heh. That's right, Arlen. You shouldn't really take on all this by yourself. Well, someone has to. When the ball's in our court, we should just take it. If we kick the ball back to the other court, that just means we've lowered ourselves to their level, wouldn't you say? You're silly, truly. Be careful what you ask for. I know, but how would I be able to work security if I'm afraid of trouble? I should remind you that everyone in the department already has their hands full with routine danger elimination tasks. We simply don't have the people. That's right. I still have so much work to do, like that one, and that one. Ah, all right. Liver, you wouldn't refuse the request from recovering patient, would you? This is an emergency, so I do need your help. I already sent for people to gather all the witnesses of the specters in the reception hall of the base zone. Let's go and interview them before coming up with a plan. Requiem Mass. Okay. Teleport. New. Oh, chat with researchers. You didn't see just how scary that thing is. How scary can it be? I'm not afraid, not even a little bit. If I ever ran into it, I'd play it up a little. I might even be able to use the encounter as an excuse to escape from work. You're too naive. I heard that thing can take over one's physical body and turn its victims into mindless zombies. By that point, never even mind the research, your life would be gone. Don't try to spook me just because I'm from the Department of Implement Arts. A galactic entity as strong as this around the space station would have already been wiped out. Unless it's one of your curios at the Department of Ecology. I didn't say anything like that. I knew nothing, so you don't go around blabbering. Oh, now I remember. A while ago when I was on break, I came across a book named Species of the Galaxy, which does have a curio entry called the Jinx. Jinx? There's a runaway curio? Ah, it appears! Abraham, I'm sorry. You little scaredy cat. Have you been to trauma counseling? Look carefully. It's Captain Arlon and Clover, who saved the space station. I lost my composure. Don't be afraid, Abraham. The Spectre has yet to cause any substantial damage, and the security department has already begun an investigation. I hope you can tell us everything you know and help us crack the case as soon as possible. Me? I don't know much for sure. All I know is the rumor heard from Abraham and some trivia I learned from a book. Can I have the book? My guess is that the ghostly thing captured in the photos is Jinx, a curio from the Department of Ecology. I've never heard of a curio called that, because you don't read. Even I know about it. All right, stop bickering. Jinx, I'll write the name down. Anything else? Nope. Who in their right mind would focus on so much on these talks of spirits and ghosts? Can't we just focus on our sustenance intake instead? That's Lucas from the Department of Galactic Geopolitics may know something. He's more familiar with creatures around the space station than the staff from the Department of Ecology. Lucas? Lukacs. I know who he is. Thank you for your assistance. If you run into danger, remember to ask for help from the security department in time. Lukacs. That name's hard for me to pronounce. Okay, Captain Ireland. These pesky things just don't know how to hide themselves. They kept getting photographed one after another, and now everyone's out looking for them. If they were caught, even with my gift of the gab, there's only so much I could do for them. Life of protecting curious rights is just filled with twists. I want to learn about those. Hey, wasn't this the guy before that was the equal rights dude? Bow-toed spectral things. Well, what are those? I've never heard of it. You've got the wrong person. I am Lucas, the justice fighter, and I have been fighting for the rights of non-human creatures on space stations ever since I became a researcher. It is you! A man as righteous as I am has no knowledge of any activities regarding nefarious spirits and their related photographic activities. Some said that the specters are also a type of curio. Is that true? That makes sense, but do you have any evidence? Alright, seeing as you're not from the Curio Collection Squad, I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. After all, I can't sacrifice the safety of the masses and ignore the bigger picture, just for the freedom of a few. I do know little about the curios. They're scientifically called woobaboo, a species of astral spirits collected by the Department of Ecology. I remember seeing those referenced elsewhere. They managed to escape during the Legion invasion. Honestly, if they just went into hiding, there would have been no trouble from the rest of the space station. However, recently they've been appearing in groups very frequently. It's as if they're plotting to take up more living space and stir up an uprising. After giving it much thought, I came to the conclusion that this is a special scenario that goes against the overall interests of Herta Space Station. Lukacs? I'm just calling you Lucas from now on, okay? The Justice Fighter will no longer be aiding and abetting and covering their tracks. You're really a fighter for justice. You're flattering me. This is just how we do things in the Department of Galactic Geopolitics, and I'm merely doing my part. More importantly, the Woobaboo are infamous for their manipulation tactics, which is why they've been nicknamed Jinx. If I don't stop them in time, they may even wreak havoc on a scale that could rival the Anti-Matter Legion's invasion. Hey, are you the Captain Arlen from the security department? Let me tell you something in confidence. Woobaboos are sneaky and mysterious. Even fully grown humans are scared of them, which is why people will try their best to avoid any encounters. However, they somehow have a connection with children and often share a close bond. If you want to know more, ask the two little kids over there. Usually, I wouldn't even think about infringing the rights of non-human creatures. However, this is a special situation. Hopefully the little robots will understand me. Little robots. Eeny, meeny, miny. Here you are. Looks like the adults over there are very prepared. You have to promise me you won't accidentally spill anything, okay? I know, just leave it to me. No matter how righteous they appear, how charismatic they are, how pitiable they present themselves, we mustn't tell them anything. Got it. You can be such a nag sometimes, you know, Adler. Okay, I'll stop. Here they come, shush. Oh, it's Big Brother Arlon. Ever since the monsters came here, Big Brother Arlon has been so busy that he never comes around anymore. Shilling misses you so much. Big Brother Arlon misses you too. Me? Of course, I'm always thinking about the safety of the staff members. And because of that, I would like to ask you about this rumor of staff members accidentally taking pictures of some eerie entities. I brought some of them. Take a look. I've seen them. If Big Brother Arlon is here to ask about Wooby, Shilling has nothing to tell you. Sorry. Wooby? Spilling the beans right from the start. Never mind. I'm Adler from the Department of Ecology. You may not have seen me before. But if you've heard of the Adler classification method used station-wide, you would have known the surname my father and I bear. Shilling's Wooby is indeed one of the specters you mentioned. They're a curio woobaboo from the Department of Ecology. Woobaboos are considered a subspecies of astral spirits that exist in the form of spiritual entities. They are also known as jinx to some people. If you're curious about them, I might be able to give you a brief explanation of their existence. Yeah, that's right. Little Adler is our genius in the Department of Ecology. No one else can outsmart. Adler? You mean outachieve. I've told you many times outsmart is about cunning. I'm all about work and intellect. Alright, little Adler, don't be anxious. Since you brought up Boobaboo, Clover and I here want to ask you a few questions. Are they dangerous? That one's a hard question to answer. You see, Boobaboo are different from humans in their way of thinking. There's no active concept of malevolence. However, the chaotic behavior they exhibit in line with their nature often cause unpredictable damage to their surroundings, which can be perceived by humans as being harmful. Where can we find the Boobaboo? This question is difficult to answer. I'm a generalist type of scholar, not a specialist. Just based on these photos, Boobaboo can appear anywhere and everywhere. Likely, the specific pathways of their movement can only be discerned by those who take care of them. You seem to be hiding something. I am not. As the walking encyclopedia in the Department of Ecology, I'm just answering your questions on behalf of one Shilling. That's right. I messed up just now, so Adler is now helping me to not tell myself any more than I already did. Adler, in my professional opinion, your answers were vague, evasive, and only offered very limited help. The specters in the photo, the Woobaboos, have already disrupted order on the space station. I need to recover them as soon as possible to prevent them from further endangering the space station and bringing potential harm to our staff. Impossible. As I said, they're not malicious. They only act in accordance with their most basic instincts. That's right. We're very familiar with Wooby. They won't harm people on purpose. At most, they just pull some pranks at places. Shailing, please stop talking. The level of danger they pose will be determined by the security department, but first I need to find a Woobaboo just to see for myself. Coffee. Let's see. Check a few more just to be sure. The more the merrier. Let's not rush. I do fully understand where you're coming from, Captain Arlen. But we really don't know where the Woobaboos are. After all, we're just scared little kids. We're too timid to deal with mysterious entities like this, aren't we, Shailing? Oh yes, that's right. We really don't know. Please leave us be and go search for the Woobaboos elsewhere. Adler's right. You guys should totally go and do as Adler says. Judging from Wen Shiling's answer, I have a feeling that Adler knows more than he's letting on. She even said they're familiar with the Woobaboos. These two kids are too brave for their own good. Pablo Adler. Whoops. If the kid actually ran off, I didn't notice. Let's see.
Mr. Svarog!
Aw. Cute. Woo. Is everything here? I brought all the things you need to. After completing your task, go back quickly. You already got the attention of the security department, so please stop trying to make more problems. Woo! Woohoo! It just won't work, even if you put on a terrifying look like that. Captain Arlen's the head of security, and he is also with the hero who helped thwart the Legion's invasion of the space station. With those two together, even the biggest one amongst you is no match for them. Woo! Anyway, take this stuff and leave. Quickly. Freeze, we've got you surrounded. Oh! Oh! It looks like a ghostly Jigglypuff. Ah! And it looks so sad. Adler. So that's a scary Woobaboo? Gah, both of you adults are so shameless going out of your way to stalk a kid like me. This is me outsmarting you. You adults are only good at one thing, making up excuses for your own actions. Adler, what are you and the Woobaboo conspiring to do? Tell me now, and I promise I won't hold you responsible. There's no conspiracy, I was just mumbling to myself. Did you hear the Woobaboo talking? It doesn't speak human language, and it has no need to because you can understand it. The little Adler from the Department of Ecology is a master of languages of different species. We are very much aware of that. If you insist on being tight-lipped about this, I will have to find the director of the Department of Ecology. Please don't tell Auntie Hinkle about this. I'll tell you everything. After the Woobaboos escaped, they stayed low profile in the space station for a long time, and we played together a lot. However, recently, they've been mobilizing en masse for a certain collective aim. Even this one, my best friend, wanted me to find some things for them, all of which seems to have a connection with a certain researcher. I don't know what this is for, but they certainly don't mean to hurt anyone. I didn't tell anyone because everyone in the space station is an adult working on their own research projects. It's so hard to find a playmate, and I don't want them to be recovered just because of some baseless accusations. I never expected you had this childish side to you. Arlen, you should decide whether this should be considered a crime. Clover, that's one big responsibility you just dumped on me. I mean, you're the head of security. You know the rules of this place a lot better than I do. You can't expect me to decide whether or not it's a crime. So you've already established the Woobaboos are mobilizing to work toward a certain objective, which I believe will be the new focus of the security department's investigation for now. Oh. Did it say something? It says, I will never reveal our goal. It also said, mind your own business or the scariest of us will eventually come and make your lives difficult. That thing's threat means nothing to us. It said that with just one sound? You can rest assured that I translated it faithfully. Looks like we're stuck in a stalemate. If that's the case, my only option is to make a concession by arresting this one for an internal report. Woo! Wait, unless it says if you can prove that your intentions are benevolent, I will consider telling you the location of our base. You can negotiate too. So how do we prove our intentions are benevolent then? As I mentioned before, they were trying to collect the belongings of a certain researcher named Yukura Shu. That researcher's belongings have all been taken away by Legion monsters. All the other Woobaboos and I have been spending a huge amount of time and effort retrieving the taken items. That's why they kept getting photographed. They were so occupied with dealing with difficult opponents, They had no spare energy left to stealth themselves. If you can help them out, then you're a friend. Otherwise, it still won't tell you a single word, even if you threaten to take its life. There's something fishy about this researcher thing. It still looks so sad. Beating up monsters? Leave it to me. Taking out the remnants of the Legion also falls within the security department purview. Apart from our duties, we can also help with the Woobaboo's request at the same time, which is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Just leave it to us. Ooh. It says, happy collaborating. My comrades are already present at the scene, just waiting to strike. Hopefully, you'll be able to recover Akira Shu's belongings as soon as possible. I'm waiting for your good news. Let's see. Which monsters? Okay, pretty much a straight shot from the Cavern of Corrosion.
Freeze!
It is adorable. I wonder if they all look that sad. I should have shifted around to look at it.
Take more than that time.
Phew!
Annihilate. Stay back, Clara.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Do I need to go do that? Over here and you can't see me. Data bank. Story. A young girl raised by a robot. Her perceptiveness and tenacity are far beyond her years. For Clara Svarog's logical calculations are the laws of the world and are infallible. That is, until she realizes that the results from the calculations don't always necessarily bring joy to everyone. The once shy little girl then decides to cast aside her timidness. Log. Something. A female child discovered in a landfill to the southeast of Boulder Town. Scans show the child has no structural damage or functional issues, but her mental state was relatively unstable. She is resistant to questions about her condition and clearly wanted to avoid the subject. I have continued attempting to communicate with her and successfully obtained some information. The child begins to cry, lasting 3 hours and 7 minutes. The child's name is Clara. Her background is unknown. Conclusion. Take her back to base for observations and collect further information to generate a follow-up plan to take care of her. Log. Clara has grown proficient in the Billabong common tongue and displays great talent in the field of mechanical engineering, but she still resists communication with other humans. Assessment. This tendency is detrimental to Clara's long-term development in Billabong. There's currently an urgent need to develop a suitable socialization and communication program for Clara. Priority high. Clara has successfully made contact with an individual of similar age in Boulder Town. The individual is named Hook and claims to be head manager of the local security organization, the Moles. No information about this organization has been found in my database. Clara's contact with Hook didn't go well at first. She displayed considerable shyness. However, the other individual managed to keep the conversation going with extreme enthusiasm and empathy, calling Clara an honorary member of the Moles. It needs a space there. After contact, Clara described Hook as her first friend. This matter is of tremendous significance to Clara, and this log has been tagged important. Aw. Wait, is any of Clara's story going to be from her perspective?
Hello, I'm Clara. Wanna be in my family? Like Mr. Svarog?
As long as I'm here, she is your family.
Oh, that's adorable.
Let's keep up the good work today. I'm getting sleepy. Time for a nap on Mr. Svarog's arm. Are you coming?
Memories are important. Even Mr. Svarog's calculations need to take them into account. I won't forget about you. One time, when I was playing house, I asked Perkins to get the door, and someone actually came to visit. There are lots of interesting things stored in Mr. Svarog's memory bank, like movies. It's like watching lots of people playing house together. It's hard to get Mr. Svarog to act out a movie with me. He only wants to play trees or rocks. I wanted him to be the dad. My robot friends can be rude sometimes, but deep down, they're kind and honest.
Okay.
When Mr. Svarog's sleeping, his body makes a noise. It sounds like snoring. Natasha said I'm also a doctor for my robot friends.
Aw. Natasha, that's a nice thing to say.
I remember one time, Miss Sela saw me trying to pull a component out of a crack in the rocks. She smashed the rocks with one hand and walked away before I had time to say thank you.
Oh, wow. Sela, that's really strong.
Did you know Mr. Svarog's hands can turn into machines that dry my hair? Also, they can cut big stones and turn them into little tables and chairs.
Who programmed him?
Hook invited me to join the moles. I want to, but I think Mr. Svarog's too big to play hide and seek with us.
Aw, and you won't play hide and seek without him. It's really sweet. Need more voice lines though. Let's see, just... I think I cleared this out earlier. Or there was nothing to. Okay, nope. Task manager. Star Rail OBS. GPU 1, 1, 1, 0. And ZF game browser. Hello, Antimatter Legion. I didn't see you at first. Okay, well, whatever that was, it seems to have cleared up.
Turn it up. Time for a shot. Nap time. Told you I could fight.
Or not. That seems a little...
I'm not afraid of you.
Hide.
Time for the main event.
Did not attack who it was supposed to attack.
That's better.
Or did I show the wrong person? No, I showed Clara.
I need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
That's it.
I just decided to ignore the target.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Where's the woo-boo-boo? Is he already gone? Guess he's already done whatever he needed to do. And so, what's that? Signs of fragmentum. Is this new? Could have been a level locked thing. Nope. Map, come back. Supply zone. Looks about an equal distance all around. I have a bad feeling about this. Be careful. Okay, it's fine when I'm in combat. Get out of combat and suddenly it's laggy.
Freeze!
Not like that.
For you. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Turn it up!
Shield Clara.
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run!
Okay, and it worked appropriately that time.
Pretty good crowd today.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Keep up!
Naughty child. Nap time.
I don't really need to.
Target threat index lowered.
Hello, Alterion. How you doing today?
Annihilate. Stay back, Clara.
Let's rock! My turn!
My game's being a bit strangely laggy outside of combat. Maybe I just need to look at the floor. No, it's fine if I look at the floor. Oh, that is a very big woo-boo-boo. Kinda sick. Currently have an upset stomach. I don't know why. I haven't eaten anything bad if I recall correctly. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Let me see.
Running apps in the background. Just a web. I have one Opera GX running. Mostly so I can keep an eye on whether or not other people pop up.
Cheese.
And it's fine if I look down at the floor. But my antivirus likes running at random times even when I tell it not to, so it could always be that. The first time I saw the Whippaboo was that's a very giant ghost Jigglypuff. Ice, physical, fire. And not lightning. It's like the ghosts from Mario and Jigglypuff. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen one of the Mario ghosts. Oh. At least in the giant one you can see the tail. It then makes it seem like it's a ghost with a hood over its head to hide what it really looks like.
Freeze.
Stay calm. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Hi.
I want to protect protect everyone too.
He looks so scared.
Help me, Mr. Svarog.
And Svarog looks freaking giant when he does that.
As you command.
Try that again.
As you command.
You can't run.
Let's begin.
Attack?
Are you all right? Stay back, Clara.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time. Here!
I need to be brave.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
Didn't do as much damage as I expected.
Help me, Mr. Svarog.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Naughty child.
I need to be brave. Look out!
I need to discipline myself to not pull every time I see 160 Jade. Just a few more hours, you know, and you'll be able to pull and ding you in if you want.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Unless you're saving for someone else.
As you command.
Try that again.
Hide. Yo.
Observation of Woobaboo behavior. Quick read. I'm not even sure if I'll get him since I got Seele. I haven't pulled on the character banner. Yeah, I currently only have about 30 pulls worth, so unless I get incredibly lucky, get him early and hit the 50-50, I'm not going to get him either, but you know, maybe I'll get the other two characters on the banner. Well, 3, you know. Maybe I'll get a 4-star. That's good. Hello, giant Woobaboo. It doesn't look very different from the ones before. So it's only larger. Give the... Hello? How do I give the belongings? Oh. You hit the map and you see where you gotta teleport to. That's what. Common sense things that happen every day. But please don't push yourself. You know, if you need to go lay down and go to bed early, please do so. We found 3. The little buddy is very impressed. After all, monsters can be quite challenging to defeat. I'm curious, why do they want the belongings? I don't know. I asked, but it never answered. Sounds familiar. The Woobaboo researcher? What makes you say that? Have you already seen these documents about him? I guess I missed it out somewhere along the way. We ought to have a thorough check after getting our hands on such important evidence. Okay, I read through them. According to his letter back home, his diary, and his research report, he's just an ecology researcher with low access clearance, and he once served as a Woobaboo researcher and caretaker. At some point, his research fell through, and he was transferred to handle the space station's anti-gravity protection net, daily repairs, and ionization balance maintenance. So they like him and they miss him, so they want his stuffs. Before arriving at the space station, he was a 1 in a million genius on his home planet, but here his evaluation was extremely low, making his life here a lonely, uninteresting one. Aww. From his diary, we understand that he felt unfulfilled, but his letters back home, his mother seems to have high hopes for him. Maybe his misfortune is only temporary. Maybe, after all, his diary only records events from before the Legion's invasion. When the protection net was destroyed, the Woobaboos escaped and 2 major research projects were halted. Maybe he had already changed his research interests and gained a renewed passion. So the belongings that the Woobaboo wanted me to find belonged to such a researcher. How unrelatable. After all, I, Adler, have never faced a dilemma such as unsuccessful research. Just said, haven't you looked enough? Pass the items to me now. Seeing as how you've proven yourselves to be on the side, and it now acquiesces to pointing you toward their base. Which is at the end of the disposal site. Remember, only 2 of you are allowed to go. Oh, only you 2 are allowed to go. Have we been to the disposal site before? Maybe. What? Okay. It's a path up. Turn red to blue. So I think it's wearing a hood, and that reminds me of Mimikyu. I'm actually going to guess that the researcher might be dead. Oh, investigate. On the dusty floor at the room at a quiet corner of the disposal site, a card can be seen glimmering faintly. The special access card is vaguely distinguishable from the others. The corners are chipped and the writings are worn. When the light is at simple angle, the words read "1,000 stars" can vaguely be seen printed on the card. Ignore that, get the treasure. Amber. Yeah, that looks an awful lot like a memorial. They put a lot of effort into this. Yep, I'm very close to 40. Gather. Sad. Sad Woobaboo will gather in an empty room and share their unhappy thoughts. Not only that, the name Ikura Shu is carved on the memorial stone they are guarding in this room. The carving looks new. It must have been built recently. These Woobaboo were gathering his belongings not to prank the previous caretaker, and not to destroy order on the space station. They were mourning a late friend. Aww. No wonder Adler and I seem to recall the name. I didn't think Woobaboo, the seemingly feral and heartless astral spirits, would cherish friendship more so than the humans do on the space station. Well, these little guys don't seem to be that feral. Yes, you're right, they are indeed not feral, come to think of it. They even seem a bit cute. Which reminds me, we should set up a similar type of memorial site for those who lost their lives under the stampede of the Legion, so as to offer the condolences on behalf of the station. As for Akira Shu's memorial stone, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have it stand here for eternity. With belongings gathered and the memorial stone secured, the ceremony is now complete. The Woobaboos can now be appeased. But why does it seem as though they still have no intention to leave? Why don't we just let them be? Shying away from this simply won't do for any good lesson to lessen their sorrow. Let me think. Ooh, I have an idea. Do you know how to take a picture? Picture of Woobaboos gathering in front of the memorial. A picture of this giant Woobaboo guarding the place. And a picture of a couple of Woobaboos sharing their grief. I hope you can take a few pictures that would fit these descriptions so we can memorialize them. Eternalizing their friendship to make it resilient and enduring is what I think will truly leave Wooboos at peace. I really want to just shorten that to Woobies. Target found. Giant. A photo of Too Sad. So I just have to come over here. Okay, turn around. Here you go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Stop. Where was that? The giant one when I was specifically aiming at the little ones? Oh, it's those ones back there. I didn't even notice those ones back there. We have the pictures that we can keep forever. Maybe the Wooboos can finally fulfill their wish. Thank you. I didn't expect these little things, which were often mistaken for specters, to have a soft side. Looking at these pictures, I think it's time to leave. It all began with this collection goal of theirs, and now it looks like they finally realized they should be able to continue living in peaceful coexistence with the staff members. But still one last thing. This is a small token of appreciation for being such a kind witness to all of this. Please take it. Adler said that the Wooboos prepared a unique blessing just for you, using a special technique of their species. From now on, you will be one of the very few who can understand them. Ooh. I wonder if that's going to come in useful later. As for humans and Wooboos, all our lives have to go on. However, perhaps in the future you can drop by more often to have a chat with them. Think of it as commemoration of this encounter. And a very cute picture. I'm gonna take a quick break and go grab a small snack. I'll be right back.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Alright. I want to see if the boo 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 will talk to me. No. Don't need to understand their language if they're not going to talk to me, though. And that one looks angry. Those ones look sad. Angry, sad, and kind of smug. Alright. Maybe my game just doesn't like the space station for the moment. See what we can go by, though. Did you check if your AV is running?
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog.
What does that mean?
Safe here.
$360. Antivirus. Oh. I did not. Oh, Steam was up in the background. That could have been updating something. Usually it doesn't do anything if I'm already playing a game, but almost half bought the shop out. Well, closing Steam didn't seem to do anything. Bring the task manager back up. It just says that OBS is taking up a good chunk of the GPU.
Mr. Svarog! Oh!
Well, guess the fast thing to do would be to reboot the game real quick. Alright, relaunch the me and bring Star Rail back up. Now, McAfee didn't actually seem to be doing anything in the background for once, so I'm not entirely sure. Excuse me. Well, rebooting the game seemed to work. Yay, but also confusing. All right, I can still do this.
Let's begin.
Excuse me.
Stand down.
Yesterday I had to reinstall Honkai Star Rail because it kept disconnecting even when my connection was stable. Oh dear.
Stay back, Clara.
Oh. Thank you!
I hope I helped.
And this is how I end up messing up recordings when I'm recording episodes for the channel. My single brain cell was focused on rebooting the game to see if it fixed things. But I will have to remember that in the future, that it could have been something on the game end. Is that, I think that's like the second time it's slowed down like that. But the first time it just sort of resolved itself after a while.
Naughty child.
You know nothing of the weight behind. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time. Told you I could fight.
I hope it can also send in-game messages. Ooh.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sparrow.
I've never tried.
I need to be brave.
Annihilate. As you command. As you command.
Well.
That's better.
Time retreat.
Running into me.
I'm not afraid of you. Look out.
Leave it to me.
No, like the chat feature in Genshin. Yeah.
My turn.
I mean, you can have a friends list, so I would assume you'd be able to chat with your friends.
Eliminating threat.
Time for a shot.
Time retreat.
Running into.
I just tried right now and there's no message button. Oh no! That's kind of weird.
Stay back, Clara.
Let's begin.
Naughty child. Nap time. My turn.
Maybe it's a feature they planned for 1.1.
You know nothing of the weight behind. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
I mean, they have to have something else planned with the friend feature, otherwise.
Time for a shot. That's better. Tough luck running into me.
Yeah, otherwise, the only reason to have a friend is to determine who you're gonna use as support.
I'm not afraid of you.
As that's an incredibly shallow feature.
Hide. As you command. As you command.
Time for some hardship.
Stand down.
Phew!
I need to be brave. Look out!
Leave it to me.
Thanks a lot. You're annoying.
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
Naughty child. Nap time. My turn.
Target threat index.
Look out!
Yo.
Time for a shot.
Keep healing.
Thanks a lot. Here!
I need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
Stand down.
Are you all right? Stay back, Clara.
Now, I did give Clara the champion's headgear set. For the 4-piece bonus effect.
Take caution.
Collect. Collect. Yes, I knew there had to be more collectibles behind doors. When you read this note, you've already entered the zone of my Sky Eye system. In other words, your exploration operation, which you thought went undetected, has been noted down by me. I've gone through the trouble of triple encrypting this chamber just to lock the boring past within it. I can't just let you go now that you've discovered the big secret about my lineage. You inhaled the hallucinogenic poisonous gas as soon as you entered the room. A gas so deadly, even the space station's greatest doctors are powerless to save you. Is this joke making you shiver? You shouldn't have just barged into someone's private property. Asta? You suddenly made me want to turn off the robots. Seriousness of breakfast. Increases wearer's damage by 12% for every defeated enemy, whereas attack increases by 4%, stacking up to 3 times. I like that. It doesn't say that it's specifically that the user has to defeat the enemy. Okay. We're at a space station. I don't remember accepting this quest. Must have just been automatic follow-up. Okay, friends. Can click on their names. Add new people. Okay, no message feature. Incoming message from NPCs. I mean, they have an in-game phone. If there's no chat feature to take advantage of that phone, it's definitely a missed opportunity for them. Find all Repulsion Bridge treasures. Huh. Okay. You already know me. 17's a map. Obtain the ability to communicate. Talk to the strange plant. Oh, I did that one by accident. I haven't watched any of the relevant live streams, if they've had one yet, on what upcoming features might be. But you know, a decent chance within the next update or two that they'll bring in a chatting feature.
Time for some hardship.
Stand down.
I hope at least.
Tough luck running into me.
New code with 50 Jade. Thank you.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Paste. Yay! Thank you, thank you. Memory bubble. Mm-hmm. Today should have been your lucky day. Your department head, whose face is always as long as a fiddle, just raised your IPC rating to P30. You share the news with your mother living in your faraway hometown, and her voice sounds excited on the other end of the communication device. You seem to hear her slimy body making a bubbly sound, a special physiological reaction to your Baviri race in moments of happiness. You end the call and get on your brand new floating motorcycle. This baby costs 18 months of your salary. Although it's pricey, it can soothe the trauma you have suffered in your workplace. You think it's worth its price tag, but it doesn't do much for your pain today. Should you tell your mother the truth? The traditional project department is, in fact, a place for people to retire and has no future. With a whimper, you twist the throttle to the max and dash into the aerial interchange lane, a new Londinium. You like joyriding along the interchange lane. From here, the city looks like a tiny flickering candlelights on a mineral birthday cake, easily blown out. The troubles you face at work all fade away at that moment. The streets are deserted. You look up briefly at the news projected in the sky to find out the latest happenings in this bustling city. The face of the co-prime minister appears on the screen. Fine, you grumble, deciding to focus on the road ahead. Yet it is too late. The instant you return your attention to the clouds on the road, the engine of the floating motorcycle suddenly misfires and plummets to the ground out of your control. You just hope you won't land on Buckingham Avenue, or you'll be fined an enormous amount. To your relief, there is only an old shopping street and a few pedestrians nearby, and your landing has hurt no one. Elderly couples who were happily chatting under a fright suffer a fright, but as soon as they realize you are nothing but a puddle of slime, they immediately clink their glasses in happiness again. I can't believe this, you bubble as you stare at the motorcycle, reduced to a pile of burning wreckage, not knowing what to do. You have no idea how far you are from your condo. You can only look up at the sky and ask for advice from the stars. But you hear the stars in the sky saying, even the poorest worker in East New Londinium can't help but feel proud of the wealth we jointly own with the IPC. Wow, that's a terrible memory. Not the worst by a long shot, but... Yo, let me in. Or out. Okay, should be able to go around. Traces. I need to go to the Great Mind and eliminate some creatures. The extent of fragmentum corrosion in this zone is very severe, and even the terminal devices recently broke. Establishing a remote connection is the only way to go, but that requires beacon data. Are you clever? I guess you're sent here by lead researcher Asta. Awesome! Please do us a favor and collect data from the beacons inside. Please! It's quite dangerous, but if you're ready, just let me know. Excuse me. Finish within 5 rounds. Allies are knocked down no more than 2 times. Defeat all Woobaboo. Aw. Recommended team level 44. I don't know why, but I totally read that as 50% more animo damage. Wrong game. I know it's the wrong game. And it had nothing to do with type damage either. The equipment we set up has been damaged, therefore the chip has collected data. There's quite a lot of Woobaboos in the zone, and they have managed to transfer some of the beacon data onto themselves amidst the chaos. Scanning function loaded, can see through. After seeing through, enemies take 50% more damage. It thanks you with a woo and leaves. Oh. So the poor little thing doesn't want the data in it. Right? I thought I saw an enemy? I did see an enemy. No, it moves. That explains it.
Let's begin.
I still haven't done Baiju's trial.
My turn. You're annoying.
I'm not afraid of you.
No. Thanks a lot.
Official Clara.
Eliminating threat. Stay back, Clara.
I wonder if that was... if the encounter goal is like every battle or all battles put together has to be done within... Wait, why are you facing the wrong direction? I don't know. Did I just scan a Woobaboo instead of the anime group?
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Nap time. I need to be brave.
Annihilate. Let's begin.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
That'll take more than medicine.
Tough luck running into me.
Yeah, Clara.
I'm not afraid of you.
Hide.
Did you get the Woobaboo above the entrance? Probably not.
Stand down.
You couldn't have done it without me.
I was sort of focused on the enemy that might try to eat me. Let's see. There you go. Thank you. I totally didn't think to look up in that instance. I'm glad it lets me move for that.
Naughty child. You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no.
You had to stay in place while you're doing the scanning on the monsters. It'd be really slow.
My turn. Phew! I need to be brave.
Annihilate. Are you all right? Stay back, Clara.
Try that again.
Time for some hardship. Yo.
Naughty child.
I knew that one because I was doing this quest and I was walking by the entrance. I sneezed and my camera tilted upward. Ah, that's adorable. Let's see, no more preemptive attacks. It doesn't actually say that I have to kill everything. Does it? Yeah, we'll come back for that one. Just looking for breakables to get back my expiration energy. Went all the way down there? Maybe not. It's a little strange seeing this place without the curios. Can't do the vending machines. And if it's not in this room, somehow it's got to be in the other room. Oh no, is that monster picking on the poor little woo-boo? Not permitted.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Spark.
Let's begin.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Phew!
As you command.
You can't run. Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
Have you read through Clara's voice lines? Did I fail to finish the battle in 5 times? Hello, little one. I love how Clara says she wants to help in battle, but we all know it's Svarg doing the fighting. Yes, but she's so tiny. What can she really do? I mean, she doesn't want to wear shoes, so you can't really let her go out onto the battlefield. Her feet will get all cut up. Finish battle within 5 turns. Failed. easy. Okay, I can always come back to it later. Need a bank.
Did you know Mr. Svarog's hands can turn into machines that dry my hair? Also, they can cut big stones and turn them into little tables and chairs.
That's just so cute.
One time, when I was playing house, I asked Perkins to get the door, and someone actually came to visit. There are lots of interesting things stored in Mr. Svarog's memory bank, like movies. It's like watching lots of people playing house together.
I want more voice lines. Zakara has met so many more people now. Arlon, don't drink too much coffee. Basic cardiopulmonary function training for newly recruited staff department. Prepare nutritious tablets and new flavored cans for Peppy. Remind Miss Asta to prepare outline for tomorrow's meeting. Don't drink too much coffee. Okay. Does Arlen know about the little coffee cup that you drink tiny little sips from and then you end up in the hospital wing? Let's see. As a friend, please choose based on your first impression. Blue. I'm going to buy a new pair of training shoes, so I'm asking your opinion as a friend. I'll take a picture for you when they arrive. Give him back the phone. Eh? That was really cute. Arlen wanting our opinion and not asking for it. The Almighty Noose is watching over you. Special access card detected. 3 in total. Classification level unclear. Triple authentication unlocked. Welcome back. It's in the usual spot. When did I ever have 3 special? Response authenticator invalid. Triple authentication is enabled by the system. Welcome back. It's in the usual spot. Well, I think we probably did that one already. How was your rest? Pom Pom has completed the routine pre-departure inspection, so the Nameless is ready to move on to the next world. Wow, that is... accessed really late. Which one else looks like a just chatting one? Anything from the Panopticon, possibly. Curious information self-report form. The system has detected unusual sign-in activity of the user. Be sure to protect your personal information and do not transfer money. The link is blocked. Give me a second. The system's interception is always triggered at the wrong time. Never mind, it's just some of your personal information anyway. I'll ask Kimiko to fill it out for you. Don't send it to others. What are you panicking about? I have no use for it. Yes, Claire's an adorable little beacon of sunshine.
Take caution.
I can just summon Mr. Svarog out of nowhere.
Stay back, Clara. Leave it to me.
Yeah. That thing unalived itself pretty quickly. Okay, that's already enabled.
Take caution.
Nap time.
My turn.
Let's begin.
Naughty child.
Monsters on the space station are a bit weaker than I thought they were. Remember them being switching to phone. Okie dokie.
Stay back, Clara.
Look out!
Stay back, Clara.
Try that again.
But I already got the memory bubble. Flapping wings. To your surprise, you are stuck in a dark and cramped room. The air is thick and dank, mixed with the putrid scent of unique to moldy rotten wood. You want to turn around to exercise your tight joints, but you find yourself unable to move. Not only is there no space around you, but your muscles and tendons are also stiff and trembling out of abject fear. It's because you can clearly hear them. Those multitudes of cursed creatures sniffing around outside this locked wooden box. The serrated feelers are impatiently thrashing around, lashing out at everything outside of your narrow confines. You can hear them dashing madly around the room. You can hear the constant movements of their iron-hooked limbs and armor-like carapace, producing a piercing noise that drives one into insanity. Of course, you know these despicable arthropods have no intellect to communicate with you. The disgusting mouthpieces dripping with sticky saliva should only be used for chewing and eating, but you are sure you heard something. They are definitely whispering something, but their mouthpieces, no, those darn mouthpieces, should not be able to make that kind of sound. Could the sound come from their filthy wings covered with an oily film? You listen intently. Yes, the disgusting wings are flapping in the air as they repeatedly utter that cursed name in a shrill and coarse hiss. Tazironth. Error. That was a little disturbing. I'm sure something got eaten. I see you over there.
You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Naughty child.
Imprison everyone.
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
I hope I helped.
Using Svarog to smash things amuses me a great deal.
Take caution.
That'll take more than medicine.
Thanks a lot.
Really might need to start increasing people's relics. Just taking so much damage. I don't have all the areas memorized for where enemies appear and where they don't. So I just sort of run around and hope for the best. But Clara needs materials from the robot areas. So I should probably swap Welt out for Serval.
Mr. Svarog! Oh!
Take caution.
I wonder if he'd get annoyed constantly summon just to smash tiny little barrels. But free credits is free credits.
Was I saying things?
Take caution. Take caution.
Wow, I just consistently failed to hit that thing.
Keep up.
That's better.
Ready to jam.
Phew!
I'm not afraid of you.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
Target threat index. Eliminating threat.
This song's Let's Rock.
Nap time.
Tough luck running into
I hope I helped.
Of course you did. For some reason, I always have a hard, difficult time smacking the one on the left. So I just prioritize the one on the right.
Eliminating threat.
Keep up.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Told you I could fight.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
Let's see. Traces. Still not enough. But at that point, I think it's enough to synthesize. I have to remind myself to come down here every day and farm for materials. Basic attack. Talent. Oh wait, can't do that because it's already been done. Right, basic attack it is. Oh, I didn't realize I could... Skill removes one debuff from an ally. I don't know when I got that, but that seems really useful. The only thing you need to remember if you're exploring the Great Mind and Robot Settlement is to bring lightning characters. Yeah, I have Serval. Ascension 3. And do that later. Yes, I got the trace activated. Literally just now. I honestly forgot that it was there. I need to do the Echo of War with her so I can continue leveling that. The trace from Natasha is very useful in the near future. Natasha's? This one? Ooh. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to farm this every day.
What was that? Asking for trouble.
Yeah, getting that on March brings my characters that can cleanse up to 3 that I remember.
Tough luck running into me. Look out! Let's rock.
Since March can now cleanse as well. So,
I'm not afraid of you.
March, Natasha, and Branya can remove debuffs. Though for free-to-play characters, I mean, not that I'm not free-to-play, but characters who didn't get Branya, right? There's at least 2 characters everyone gets that can then cleanse debuffs.
Tough luck running into me. Here.
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run. You're annoying.
For March, it's a trace. The one I just unlocked with her.
Annihilate.
My turn.
When you shield, it has can cleanse debuffs.
Pretty good crowd today. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Nap time.
Are you all right? Stay back, Clara.
Character. Marchy March. Removes 1 debuff from an ally. So I could currently run a team with 3 characters to purify debuffs, but that would be incredibly skill point heavy. Is Natasha's a Eidolon? No, Natasha's isn't an Eidolon either. Hers is also a trace. So these 2 together, you know, accessible to everyone right now. Yep. I honestly haven't spent much time looking at people's traces, and I should probably do that more. But then I just kind of want to get traces for everybody, and it takes a while. It's a little more practical just to focus on the team I like best. But the problem is that I don't have a team that I like best. I've got like 2 or 3 characters I like best, and then I just keep slotting in more and more people.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up.
That'll.
Tough luck running into me.
I probably should do Serval's Major Trace next. Since she's the lightning character I use most. Oh. I say most, like, I haven't actually used Arlon even once, so.
Naughty child, nap time.
I need to be brave. Look out!
Yeah.
I saw the red dot at the same time I saw that. I'm like, is that the red dot? Not sure how you feel about the trash.
Can't stop the rock.
Ugh.
Can't stop the rock.
For crying out loud.
Freeze.
Some days I am just absolutely terrible at aiming that.
Time for the main event. Turn it up.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Time for a shot.
My turn. Here.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate. Stay back, Clara.
You're annoying. Let's rock. You couldn't have done it without me.
Hello, Shakabi. Hi, Clover. I'm sorry I couldn't join you today. I just had to finish my work before the deadline, and it really took some time. Anyway, have fun as always. Thank you, thank you. I do appreciate you stopping in to say hi. And it's alright. Work is certainly an important thing that should be prioritized. I hope your day went, I hope your work went well. That it wasn't too stressful to do. That you remembered to eat and hydrate.
Keep up.
Nap time.
Tough luck running into me. Phew.
I need to be brave.
Hide. Stay back, Clara.
I'm just hunting for materials right now. I probably won't go too much longer.
What was that?
You couldn't have done it without me.
On me?
Nope.
Was I seeing things?
Freeze.
You're welcome.
Time for the main event. Turn it up.
My turn.
Annihilate.
You couldn't have done it without me.
How much material have I managed to acquire? Plenty of that. Can I synthesize? I can synthesize one. Not enough. Anyway, I think I'll take out this cluster and then call it a day.
Time for the main event. Keep up.
That'll take more than nap time.
Tough luck running into me.
Hide.
Robot, you are not supposed to heal people.
That'll take.
My turn.
I'm not afraid of you. Look out!
Let's rock. Pretty good crowd today. You can fight it or rock with it.
Time for the main. Keep up.
So for main bed, change of parts. Got a little bit of everything out of this. The map makes everything look so small. It's easier just to go hunting robots in the vagrant camp. Nope, getting distracted again, right? I said once I finished hunting in that area, I was going to call it a day. It's not quite lunchtime, but I have been going 3 hours already.
Cheese.
So I'm going to check my friends list real quick. I think you didn't stream quite early today, I think. I started around 8:30, so it's not too much earlier than usual.
Cheese.
Oh. Well, I was gonna go over and raid Morgan, but it looks like she went offline already. Maybe just a few more robots. Or explodies and barrels. Ooh, a friend? Yeah? Morgan the Valkyrie Slayer. She's been doing a lot of Skyrim lately. I saw her go live earlier, but then when I went to check, she was offline. Unless the display is bugging out on me and I'm just having trouble seeing her. Do a search.
Cheese.
Oh no. Yeah, it is a cool name. And today it wasn't Skyrim, it was Assassin's Creed Valhalla for an hour. I have to go poke her later to see why she ended early. Probably had work. But I'm used to her going like 5 or so hours. I swear I can hit the robots.
Keep up.
So Morgan's a Viking, and when she died and the Valkyries came to take her to Valhalla, she didn't realize that's what they were there for, and so she killed the Valkyries. And somehow that ended up with her amusing Loki enough that he sort of resurrected her. You saw nothing. Of course. Nothing at all.
That nap time.
My turn. I'm not afraid of you. Look out.
The best is yet to come.
I just need a character that attacks at range in the same manner that Pela does.
Can't stop the run. Time for the main event.
Or Branya, you know. Really nice and far away.
Tough luck running into me. I need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
March also has a bit of range, right? She does. But when the enemies are weak to lightning, I wanted to bop them with the lightning character. Now, I can bop them from a distance with March as long as I don't try using her skill. For some reason, I keep just slightly misjudging my range of where I need to be.
Keep up.
Nap time.
Here.
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run.
So far, I think I haven't gone through all the characters because I haven't bothered with Asta, Harda, or Arlon, but mostly I think Pela and Branya have the best range for aggroing monsters at a distance.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Although if you're up above a monster and there's one below you, then Natasha can be an interesting pick. Also, having characters with follow-up attack is good when you roam in the robot area. Well, that does count as March and Clara. The stoplight robots. Yeah, the ones who shield.
Can't stop the run. Time for the main event. Keep up.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking of those ones more as like cameras.
That'll take more than medicine.
Phew! I'm not afraid of you.
Hide.
That's it.
Stay back, Clara.
I love when those explode and damage each other, and absolutely hate when they
Best is yet to come.
run up and explode on me because if I don't kill them fast enough. And I would like to be able to look at the map and see what enemies are left from this view rather than having to go to the close-up view. Because I forget where I've been.
Time for the main event. Keep up. The best is yet to come.
And there just aren't enough barrels here for the robot I hate the most is the one that summons those self-exploding knuckles. Yeah, I don't like the bosses that do that. Or the elites that do that. Now, I think I've managed to kill everything that's available to kill today. At least in this area. Could always spend several minutes running around in circles because I forget which direction I went. It's not open world enough that I can do what I did in Genshin and just follow the sparkling resources. I do miss being able to collect the resources in that manner. And jumping. I miss jumping. Like, come on. I can totally have Svarog blow these up for me and steal them. Let me do it. Alright. Still 2 treasure chests in this area I can't find. Gonna have to check the map for that later. But I'll just go hang out on the car. Should hit Trailblaze 40 tomorrow. Clear stage 9 of the Forgotten Hall.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
I want to see if I can finish stage 4. 14 characters, cycles, no downed people. Well. Let's see if I can finish this one up then. Oh, it's Branya.
Target ahead. Stay.
Will of preservation.
I totally forgot this was Branya.
Time for some hardship.
Naughty child, nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Hide.
I need to redo it with March instead of fire. Yeah, probably.
Stand down.
Time for a shot.
I need to be brave.
Return. And redo that with March. It still confuses me why Jingyuan is lightning and not imaginary. I didn't realize that he was.
Enemy ahead. No harm in trying.
I mean, the giant dude is yellow. Why is he lightning?
Let's begin.
Possibly because despite making imaginary gold in this and making lightning purple, a lot of different media will represent lightning as a gold color.
Better make a choice.
But that's just definite speculation. They could have just decided they wanted a different 5-star lightning character and went, why not?
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run! Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
Time for some hardship.
Yeah, I think it definitely would have made more sense if his character was imaginary.
That's better. Thanks a lot.
But who needs logic?
Hide. Leave it to me.
Naughty child.
Here!
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
As you command.
Try that again.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Let's see. Okay, that should work out all right.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate. As you command.
Wow, he hits Bronya really hard. Nice.
Told you I could bite. Phew!
I need to be brave.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Clara, I want to help everyone too. Also, Clara, help me, Mr. Svarog!
Eliminating threat.
Like this.
Very true. Remaining cycle 16. Yay! Does this ever reset or does it just progress forever? Recommended type? Nothing but ice. Increase the damage dealt by all ally skill by 25 at the beginning of each cycle. Regenerate 2 skill points. After floor 15, I think it's the one that resets. Okay. Might be a while before I actually make it there. Okay, he does have ads. Physical ice. Ice and imaginary. Physical ice. Why is it recommending a mono ice team? Although you can progress the floors even when you don't get any stars. Really? That's different.
Mr. Svarog! Oh!
Enemy ahead. No harm in trying.
Huh. Crush now or crush later? Freeze!
I should have slowed first.
Stay calm.
Naughty child. Nap time.
My turn! Phew!
Hide.
Let's see. Give me those skill points.
Stay back, Clara.
Try that again.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Svarog.
Let's begin.
So with the way gacha games work, when they like giving characters development and Clara wanting to help everybody too and having to rely on Mr. Svarog, there will probably be another version of her later on
Awesome move.
that's more independent.
Annihilate. As you command. Leave it to me.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot.
Let's begin.
I don't know why, but it's probably the red coat, right? But I kept thinking that Clara should be a fire type rather than physical type.
I'm not afraid of you. Look out!
So, like Honkai Impact, yeah, I think there's a good chance of that. They haven't done it with Genshin yet, but sort of slightly with the character outfits and the premium ones like Deluxe that changes at least the appearance of their ultimate.
That's better.
Timely treatment.
But they'll probably base it on whichever one makes them the most money.
Stay back, Clara.
Try that again.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I'm not afraid of you.
And of course, I could be wrong.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot.
I mean, they could go the Genshin route and just give them clothing changes.
Annihilate. Leave it to me.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
My turn.
Time for some hardship.
Good timing.
Crush now or crush later?
Stay. Stay calm.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
Stay calm.
I mean, they have some built-in, right? Clara can grow up so they could give her new abilities. March 7th could regain her memories, and maybe there were abilities she had from before she lost her memory that they could give her.
Know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Tough luck running into me. Here.
MC is just going to continually get
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr.
different types of upgrades.
Hide.
You're
As you command. Let's begin.
And they have innately mentioned, right, that characters get their power from, then they will pay wallet. Yes. Of course. It is a gacha game after all.
As you command.
Try that again.
For some hardship.
What was I? Right. They've already mentioned in universe that characters get their power from the path that they follow. So theoretically, if a character stops believing in the path and decides to follow a different one, then they could then change the abilities that they have. Now, they wouldn't be able to do an infinite number of versions of each character, but you could theoretically just do one version for each path.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
And it would be a fairly decent in-universe reason.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Timely treatment.
My turn.
I mean, they do already show somewhat that characters can dual path, although I don't think they call it that, because everyone on the Astral Express is marked as, trailblazers. They follow the path of Akavili, but they also have their own individual abilities that are different from the trailblazer path.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Svarog.
Hide. Leave it to me.
Nap time.
As you command.
But yes, they will definitely paywall such things. 12 cycles was never gonna happen. Increased damage dealt by all allies ultimate by 25%. At the beginning of each cycle, all allies regenerate 20 energy. Ooh. Her clothes kind of reminded me of Pokemon clothes. Those research people in the Alolan region, mixed with the Ultra Space people.
No.
Self-modeling resin. Rare material used to custom make relics. It can model itself according to expectations. An unknown resin is smooth to the touch as finely grained dust. It seems to be from the fragmentum and has been shaped in the form of a wish by an invisible... Doesn't really look like a wish to me. Oh, and this tablet works exactly the same as the tablet that was... I guess it must have just been that one to begin with. I got turned around. Could have sworn there was one over here earlier, though. And when I first log in, Pom Pom was sweeping, and he had a rainbow over his head. It was very cute. According to the propagation manual, they should have bloomed within the past few days, but instead, the leaves are all spotty. Something's obviously going on. Are they starting to mutate? You own all new species. Mutations can be dangerous. Hey, you really think so? The databank has lots of records in it, actually, about how brand new species come through about this kind of genetic mutation. Do you know what that ball is without going near it? Yes, that's the synthesizer thing. Use it to turn one material into another. But I haven't used it since it became you can use it on the phone? Unless it can do more than what the phone can do. The Trailblaze plant. If you could think it through, it was cultivated on Lux Rest, and perhaps it might be appropriate to name it after that. Thank you for giving me ideas. It's like, it's a synthesizer like this. I never used it at the beginning. You thought I didn't know? Ah, yeah. I just didn't use it because I didn't want to have to go back to the Astral Express for it. I mean, once they put this functionality on your phone, there's no reason for you to come back to use it. Unless they give it some other functionality later. It is a very pretty arrowhead. Looks a bit delicate. Protein rice. Just make a couple. Ooh, I can make a lot of these. Yeah, make attack items. Never use attack items. I still don't know why they give healing consumables when you can't use the consumables in battle. Okay. There is a reason for that. And it has to do with this. If you look at the space anchor, it has the healing effect 10,150 out of 10,150. Now, I don't know how much time it takes for that to refill, but they're like the statues of the Seven in Genshin, where they will heal you, but it's a finite amount of healing. It will eventually run out. And if you're under-leveled and the monsters are taking up a lot of your healing, and the space acres run out, then you rely on the healing items.
Time for the main event. Turn it up.
Also, if you're just in a hurry and you don't want to take the time to teleport, back to the healing anchor, back to the space anchor, teleport back to the space anchor, and then run back to where you were fighting. You just use the healing items in between battles.
Take off.
I do agree it's not the most efficient use of healing items, and it certainly isn't something a lot of people who play RPGs thinks of healing items as it should be used, but I think they may have just directly copy-pasted that function over from Genshin and didn't think about it.
Stay back, Clara.
That'll take more than medicine.
Stay back, Clara.
Could also be, you use all your tech points in battle and you need to go to the next battle really fast. You just toss a little healing at your character's way. Then we heal up and fully recharged in 30 seconds. My god. Yeah.
Take caution.
That does make it less... It's probably just for healing in between battles when you don't want to go back to the space anchor.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
I didn't think that thing would recharge so freaking fast, but it does.
Nap time.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
Here.
I mean, just waiting around 30 seconds, that would heal my entire team.
You can't run.
Now, at higher levels, if you have more characters that take more hit points, some people just aren't going to want to wait that 30 seconds. They're just going to go ahead and, use an item that heals all your hit points in one go.
Keep up.
Time for a shot.
It could also be for
I need to be brave.
manipulating the bonuses of certain of the light cones and Arlen.
You couldn't have done it without me.
So then you could use the food item that wipes out 99% of your hit points. And then you could use the food item to just get a little bit of that hit point back so that you fall within a threshold.
Turn it up.
Nap time.
That was an inefficient use of my turn.
Time keep up.
I don't think you can even use the backpack in the simulated universe. I don't think you can either. I mean, it is basically their version of the Endless Abyss, so... And you definitely can't use a backpack in the Endless Abyss.
I'm not afraid of you.
I actually didn't even think to try in the Forgotten Corridors. I'm just so used to not being able to use your healing items in those circumstances. And I keep saying that guy in the distance and expecting it to be an enemy. Yeah. So, like, Arlen, come here. Skills. Increases Arlen's damage for every % of hit point below his max hit point up to 36%, right? So then what you do with Arlen's talent, at least, I know I have at least one of you gross foods. I might animate it. Synthesize. But like the punitive food or the vomit-inducing agent, right? You make one of these, you drop Arlen's hit point down, then you just give him like 2 of the diet fried rice, and that gets you up to not quite below 36% hit points, but then you could just pair it with another lower tiered healing item, and he gets the full bonus when he goes into battle. And then you might avoid using this Space Anchor to heal because you want you want the Space Anchor to heal your other characters all the way up, but not Arlen. But also, I have no idea where I got this item. Definitely got plenty of trash. You have to fight Japard? Well. At that point, I should probably go upgrade March before I do that. Just hop into Road One real quick. In Twitch, it doesn't really matter what my team is. Okay. Nope, you definitely cannot use the backpack. Leave for now. And then we can go back to the Astral Express and see if we can use it in the Forgotten Hall.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
Yeah, but I don't want anything difficult, so I'm just going to do this. I wonder if they're eventually going to give us each class for each element. It would be logical, but since we only have one imaginary character, I'm not entirely sure how long that will take them. And you also cannot... you also can't use the backpack in this area. Return. I don't think you can even... yeah. Nope, nope. Definitely can't. However, give me the option to sit on the cushy little couch. My mom seems happy right now. Oh, Asta!
If a space telescope were deployed at this location on the Express, it would almost certainly be possible to observe shorter wavelengths.
I didn't even notice her at first. I was like, oh, Marge has a different color outfit on.
Feels like a good angle. I sure do. You know, I was racking my brains before I boarded the Express, but now I've got more ideas than I know what to do with. Inspiration is a fickle mistress. My thesis might just be related to the Express. I hope you'll agree to be interviewed later. I need first-hand information.
She should talk to Himiko if she wants first-hand information. I barely know anything.
Of course, there are other things in life, too. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Well, I've been on the Express before, but this is my first visit with you on board. Looking forward to it.
Aww. That was sweet. And Astral Jade. And now I got 5,300. It's at least three 10 pulls worth. What else do I have in my backpack? Strail. More Herdium. Hertarium. Keep saying it wrong.
Wanna go take some pictures?
Almost at the final reward. It's going to take me a lot more side questing, isn't it? Oh well. The floor looks like marble right here. What does a space station need with marbled floors? I still haven't bought out both shops in the station and Boulder Town. I think I might have Boulder Town, I don't remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. We'll be safe here.
Few rewards? Nope. Close, but not there. One more wish. It's a big jump in how much it needs, though. But I do think I have most of the side quests left here. But it is now definitely lunchtime. And I think it's probably time for you to go to bed. This time I will not let myself get distracted into doing a dozen more quests. Not that I actually did a dozen the other day, I just kept getting Distracted by just one more thing. Maybe time for you to go to bed. I mean, it's after midnight. You should get some rest. I need to change my ending screen. Need to go modify it to stream as ending rather than as offline because it's clearly not offline yet. But I'll probably do that this weekend sometime. Fine. Yes, yes. I hope you get some good rest, and I hope that later your stomach feels better. So good night. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Eat well, enjoy the rest of the day. I will do my best. I might go buy some fresh cashew chicken. It's super tasty. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.